Hello again, Lockpicking Paul here. This is my entry into Otter Arms 1K. So first of all, Otter Arms, congratulations on the 1K. Fast rise, man. I'm sure you're going to go far. So here's to many more. Now, the idea of this is to go through our tools, which was a nice idea. And I dug around in the desk drawer and across the desk, which is a bit of a mess. And man, you have to accumulate some stuff. So a quick run through the tools. That there is my main pick roll. It's a multi-pick case and it's got a ton of stuff in it. And every time I make a lot of tools and lots of really weird and wonderful tensioners for some oddball locks. Every time I make something, it goes in the pick case. If it works, it goes in the case. And so that sort of really accumulated, and actually after a little while, my desk was starting to get really messy, and I'm a bit of a neat freak, and I like everything in one place. So I made myself a picking station. So this is just a couple of baking trays, which are held together with bolts. There is actually a couple of drain covers behind it, and on the back of that are spring clips, and I've got my Cheeto picks on there from Talon. I've got my Nigby dimple pick. There's like a little pot stuck on the back here. There's my RWB disc detainer pick, which I absolutely love. And if you're in the market for spending some serious money, buy one of these. These are, I've mentioned these before, these are the absolute business. They are lovely. So that's good. In terms, oh, whoa, I'm trashing stuff here. All right, so that's my homemade magnetic stand for my Katana 2 bare metal, which I made. There are a pair of original Katana picks in their stand. Then there's the Talon pick, which is a modified version of the SSDEV, and I think this is my absolute favorite pattern. This is an absolute killer of a pick. Really does work well. I got my set of Mokies, which tend to be the go-to picks for pretty much everything. All the gutting stuff is underneath. There's a whole bunch of locks in there, which are sort of on the queue, if you like. I've got all manner of followers, mostly stuff I've made to solve a given problem. I actually had to make one today, which was this ugly little thing here. Just to reassemble a dom lock which had a tail on it, and obviously I couldn't, it had tiny pins, so I needed something to slot over the tail so I can get a shim to bridge the space, and that actually worked an absolute treat. So that's lots of followers. This tends to go in my pocket everywhere. It's a modified covert companion. This one has tools on it for lever locks, so I can jiggle open lever locks. It's got a bypass for a Euro style lock. It's getting pretty fat now. I'm not going to add anything more to it, but yeah, I actually have 9 times out of 10 work wants me to open a wafer lock in a desk drawer that someone in a public place, that someone who's normally in charge of it has forgotten the key to. So the amount of times I've opened locks officially and on behalf of the organization, quite frequent. It's my Sniper Sparrows kit. It's in a small takedown box, so it just all compresses down to something nice and tidy and small. What else have we got? Lots and lots of bump keys, which I'm getting into the habit of making my own now, which is kind of cool. It's my Sparrows bump hammer. I have mentioned before, I like unusual stuff. I've been playing around with a Ford or a Jaguar Tibby key. They're quite cool. Got a video coming up on that. I do a lot of stuff with electronic locks. So this is my Flipper Zero. Quite good for duplicating swipe cards or getting into electronic systems. Useful for that. Loads of homemade lever lock wires and tensioners and all sorts of stuff. I love lever locks. Possibly one of my favorite sets of picks because you can just bend a piece of wire a different way. Disc detainer stuff. Lots of disc detainer stuff. Like disc detainer lots a lot. This is my glasses case of shame. So these are all various tensioners and picks. They're either broken picks or they are bits of bent wire, which I was experimenting with. Didn't quite work at the time. I keep them all, and that way if I come across a new or unusual lock, I normally can remember if I've got a piece of wire that might be the right shape. And I've actually turned quite a lot of these into tensioners that end up in the main kit. So that's yeah, just a load of experimentation stuff, which originally didn't experiment too well, but you get a win out of it later on. And all of that tends to live, if I'm going anywhere, in this case, which is where I keep all my stickers. So this is just a metal toolbox, but it's got pretty much everything in it. Yeah, those are the tools. I keep lots of spare wires, blank, straight pieces of wire, pliers. So if I'm encountering a lock, I haven't got a wire that will fit, I'll bend something up on the spot and make it work. So yeah, those are all my tools. But the question that Otter asked was, what's the favourite? Of anything? Of overall, absolutely anything? I think the one I like the most is the very first pick I made. This is the Katana 1. And I like it just because it's the first pick I made. I've picked lots of locks successfully with it. But there's something special about opening a lock with a tool you made. I just love this pick. So that's it. That's my set of tools. And it's not as big as some people's collection. It's bigger than other people's collections, but I just like to hoard. And that's my collection. So anyway, also I hope that was interesting. Congratulations on your 1K, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody else's videos of all of their stuff. So that's it for me this evening. Thank you very much. Enjoy your picking. Cheers.